Patent is an exclusive right granted for an invention. So which is a product or a process that provides in general a new way of doing something or offer a new technical solution to a problem. And then patent also is a utility innovation, is exclusive right granted for a minor invention which does not require to satisfy the test of inventiveness or required of a patent. Not all product can be listed under patent. So normally what normal practice we do in UPSI when we have some product, for example from research, first thing we hire an agent so that the agent will identify the product can be put under which intellectual properties categories. So they will advise us, they will assist us. For example, if you written a book, you write a book, you an author of that book, normally we apply copyright for that book, copyright to protect the book. If you design a logo for your company, you apply for a trademark to make sure no one imitates it. So there is a difference, okay? The logo should go for trademark, the book should go to the copyright. And if you are invented a machine, coffee machines that I show you in this slide, so normally you want to patent, you want to apply for the patent for that design. So to get one of your created patent, it needs to qualify as an invention according to the law first. You can't simply say, okay, this is my design and I want to patent it. Normally, there's a couple of law that you need to fulfill first before you can apply for that patent. So in short, your invention has to solve a problem. Normally, patent need to solve a problem and not to be for fun. For example, the coffee machines. That's your invention needs to qualify as patentable. Okay. So the first rule must be invention, and the second one, your patent must solve some problem. This is the patent, and then we have a trademark. Trademark itself, it means any sign represented graphically capable of distinguishing goods or service of one undertaking from those of other undertakings. So any sign, it means any sign, but must be represented graphically. So any graphic to distinguish goods or service of one undertaking from those of other undertakings. This is example. I believe all of you already know this sign. Okay, this is example of device mark. Example of Petroleum National Berhad, and it belong to Petronas. It can be a sign, okay, or it also can be any letter. So normally they not go for the sign only. They have a letter such as KFC. Okay, that also can be, but must be represented in the graphic form, and then we can apply for the trademark. Any letter, word, name, signature, numeral, device, brand, heading, label, ticket, shape of goods or the packaging. Sometimes they can have a color, sound, and also you can apply copyright for scent, hologram, positioning, sequence of motion or any combination thereof. Okay, it's not limited to the graphic only. For example, perfume. You can apply a trademark for certain scent. For example, Calvin Klein. What else? Victoria's Secret body mist and so on. Okay. So it's not limited to the sign only. It also can be a collective marks. Okay, what is a collective marks? Okay, a collective mark shall be a sign distinguishing the goods or service of member of the association, which is the proprietor of the collective mark, from those of other undertaking. So this example of AICPA. So normally, when we see this collective marks, it's referred to a service, accountancy, providing information and advice in the field of accountancy. It belongs to the American Institute of Certified Public Accounts. So normally, people in that group will use this collective marks for their works. Okay, every time they do the accountancy or any other consultant regarding to the account to the company, they will use this collective marks. Okay, and then we have a certificate marks. Okay, this is an example of certificates. So it's not just to represent your company, it's not just to represent your group or your service, but it also can be part of certificate mark. Okay, this is for under trademark, okay, certificate marks. This is example of Malaysia halal logo. Okay, once you see this logo, it means it's already certified by these organizations, and then everything regarding the organizations, you can find it under the documentation of that company. Okay, so this is an example of certificate marks. And then, okay, under trademark, I repeat it again, under trademark, you can apply, if you have a sign, you can apply it, sign, collective marks, and also certificate marks. Okay, another intellectual properties is the industrial design. Okay, this is an industrial design. Normally we call it as a ornamental or aesthetic aspect of that product. Okay, the design may consist of three-dimensional features such as the shape, and configuration of an articles or product, or two-dimensional features such as pattern and ornamentations. Either the design of the cup and the aesthetic aspect of the cup can be applied for under industrial design intellectual properties. The design features must be applied to an articles or product by any industrial process or mean of these features in the finished articles appeal to eye. So this is example industrial design where we have a surface ornamentation applied to an articles. Can you see this is an ornamentation on the glass? So you can apply this design under industrial design. And also the second one is the configuration embodied in an article. So this is example of an articles. The configuration, the size of the cup and so on. And the last one is configuration and surface ornamentation for an articles. So this is the ornamentation of the glass. Or it can be combinations between these three. Geographical indications. Geographical indication, this is more to what we call it, design or use on product that have specific geographical origin and possess qualities or reputations that are due to their origins. Okay, not all of these IP can be applied for your software product or courseware, but I want to explain detail of each IP so that you can distinguish between the difference between the components. So geographical indications more to claim that the product belongs to the certain origin. The origin of the product belongs to the certain region or country. For example, we have for Malaysia, Indonesia, and also Asian region, we have we call it as a Harimau Malaya. So Harimau Malaya actually is a tiger that can be found within Asian country. So same goes for this example of this leaf. We call it as a Mysore beetles. So this is a geographical indication known as GI, identified as a product originated in a particular region. So this only can be found in certain region only. For example, India is a member of the World Trade Organization. It's belong to the certain country. And then the last one we have copyrights. So it's not the last one, the second last copyright. So normally, if you are author of the book or you author of regardless either it physical book, e-book or anything, as long as you are the author of the articles, you can apply for the copyright. So copyright owner and performer of the copyright work and perform as prescribed under the Copyright Act. So there is a act that protect the author. So if someone stole your book or they photo state all your book, so using this act 1987, you can sue that person. So actually there is a limitation when you want to photo state for the book. Normally they give you not the whole book from first page until the last page. Normally they allow you to do the photo state for 5 to 10 pages. And the last one, so this is I think related to the software engineering. And also you can apply IP for layout design of an integrated circuit if your software involves the circuit. Okay, so normally for the software itself, we go to the patent. Okay, if you have a patent, if you develop a software or a courseware, we apply for the patent. And also if you have the circuit, we go for the layout design of integrated circuit. Design of integrated circuit, actually it's a three-dimensional disposition of the element of integrated circuit and some or all of the interconnection of the integrated circuit or such three-dimensional disposition prepare for integrated circuit intended for manufacture. So if you want to produce your hardware, and you want to solve it, you need to apply for the layout design integrated circuit. So let me stop this slide first. So if you want to look details about intellectual properties in Malaysia, we have a company named My IPO. Okay, this is the organization that should handle intellectual properties for Malaysia. This is detail about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the 6 intellectual property categories. So this is how this is more detail about how to understand the pattern and how to apply it within Malaysian. Okay, but before you apply it, the My IPO normally will find either your products or your inventions. Actually, it's a unique, means there is no from the outside Malaysian, there is no person or organizations that already produce the software or the product.